quiet if it's new. I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, gum. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I can barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want parts of your wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Oh, yo, stop it, quiet, if it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, gum. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I can barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
Today, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news. At Paul Brown Stadium, that's where we're at here in Cincinnati. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now a give, right side. Norman, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
At the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Intercepted. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is... Caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Las Vegas.
And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense. With 2 guys going up for the football, which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
No, without a doubt. The will as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football.
Fumbled on the play. Recovered by the receiving team.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big, or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. They'll try the left side. It's Norman. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 6 yards left on 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Raiders 7, Bengals nothing.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. On first down, Norman. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down now. It's Norman, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. First down. Here's Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. This will be caught inside the 10. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach,
that's caught at the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. An even 90 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Their own 31-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going out offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
At the 32-yard line.
On second down, here's Burrow. This is the tight end, Njoku. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Now Burrow. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, first and 10. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It's caught inside the 25. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. Brown. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken way up at the 25. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On second down, Burrow. And he will find his man on the outside. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now Burrow on first down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the Raiders' 39-yard line.
Again, it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation,
defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The kicker on.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third.
Sanders set to kick off.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him now. Find him. Find him.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete.
The pass.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Logan Wilson.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown.
The pass. Complete to
whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Here's 2nd and 8. Flushed out right. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
The kicker on for the
from 8 yards out. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
A first down run with Jacobs won't get a whole lot, maybe a yard, but that's about all, and it's second down.
At the 50-yard line, a gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route.
The pass.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction. So now what can they do on 3rd? Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for number 80.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. They'll run it with Jacobs. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On second down, Jacobs. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
7-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are pouring it on. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28.
It leads to second and 10.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
On third down, Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Receiving team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on first and 10. Jacobs now. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They're looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
brought down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Las Vegas, first down.
Forced out to his left. And this is caught at the 8. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Here's Jacobs. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
It seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They'll drop the throw and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And able to get this out to the 25. Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
At the 1-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts.
3rd and goal.
That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 3rd and goal, Burrow. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down as the tackle made at about the 38. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Raiders 56.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. I don't be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a